Hi guys, how is it going? How is it going over there? How is it going in your area? Yeah, how is today? This is another meeting with you guys. It's always lovely, meeting you guys over here, having you guys watch my videos, watch my talks rather. Yeah, it's always lovely having you guys watch my talks. So, uh, go below this video so you can see the link to my channel. Yeah, it's at reality check hyphen 500 R in capital, C in capital. And you also see my social handles there, so you can contact me anytime for anything. I'm a philosopher, media professional, and a web developer. So that's about that. So a quick dive into another section on reality talk. So today we're actually going to be talking about a very interesting topic. Guys, I just woke up, and this particular topic popped up in my head. Deserve to go for it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a video about this particular topic because actually it's a very interesting one. Yeah, you're gonna love it. So the caption is this: Why comfort zones are what? Are very what? Silent traps. Why comfort zones are silent traps. So I'm actually going to be explaining that. So when you talk about comfort zones, it's when you are lying over there in your big bed, whatever size your bed is, and you know you are feeling so good. Oh man, life is good, that kind of feeling. Maybe you are having your favorite food or your favorite meal. Maybe you are eating chicken, stuff like that. Whatever you like, ice cream, strawberry, and so on. So now that's your comfort zone, whenever you're having fun with yourself or with people around you, feeling good. So that's a comfort zone. So now a silent trap is what? Uh, Particularly, I believe everyone understands what trap is because we mostly and obviously use that in our everyday life. So when you say trap, it's just something that endangers you, something that exposes you to what risk, something that can harm you. That is a trap. So when you're not talking about a silent trap, it is what? It is a trap that is there without your own observation, without your own notice. That trap is always there, messing you up, messing up your life, but you do what? How do I put it? You don't notice it, but it is always there, yeah, affecting you negatively. So that is a silent trap. So when you now look at this topic, why what? Comfort zones are silent traps. Yeah, you get to understand a bit now why we go further. So this is it, guys. Um, most people they want an easy life. Uh, it's very funny. Because of this same thing yeah, this particular topic we are discussing. That's why most people, chase easy lives, but they don't know that there is nothing like an easy life, and that is why chasing an easy life always leads towards failure because life is never easy. Yes. So even when you have a whole lot of money, yeah, because money is actually the idea. That's the number one master out there, and you have it all, not just money. Yeah. So life is not easy at all because I always say this to people. Life can always get better, but not easier. Growth is constant. Yeah, you keep growing, as long as you are hustling, you keep growing, you keep working hard, hard work grows you. So life gets better for you. You keep getting the nice and nicer and nicer things of life. But the truth actually remains the fact that what it can never get easier for you. Rather, the more you climb, mm, the higher the top becomes. Yeah, the top gets higher the more we climb. That's actually what we don't get to understand, most of us, Yeah, this is pure psychology now. So you should be thinking more about it like an idea, in quotes. So um you should you should always understand that what there's nothing like an easy life, guys. Life is never easy. So the way life was made by God, it is just like that. It is what pain for joy. And you should always remember the fact that pain wouldn't pain wouldn't feel so, or rather, uh okay, let me go this way. I'm actually going. Pain wouldn't feel so good if it wasn't for joy. Mm? And vice versa. Joy wouldn't feel so good if it wasn't for pain. So particularly the last two I coined it, you are gonna actually understand that one better. So joy wouldn't feel so good if it wasn't for pain. Which means the idea is this. So the word joy is always happy, when used. And when we say, oh, I'm joyed, I'm overjoyed, like I'm happy. Joy means happiness, I'm happy. You're actually happy because, pain is involved. You pass through pain, pain produces joy. That's the way it works. So, which means, so it's pain for joy, and it's joy after pain. So there's nothing like an easy life. Telling yourself you want an easy life steadily, craving an easy life for yourself, you just end up messing you up. You end up being a failure. And for people who are victims of this, and the people who are victims of this watching this video right now, watching this talk right now, tell yourself the truth, and you will know that what it doesn't work, because it has never worked for you. All this while you've been doing that. So what am I trying to say? Get out of your comfort zone. Leave your comfort zone. Those things that make you what? Comfortable. You should leave those things. So once you get out of your comfort zone, then those comfort zones, they stop affecting you and manipulating you as what? A silent trap, a trap which has always affected you always and always in your life, without you noticing it, because you focusing on what? The comfort zone has done what? Has actually made you not to observe that there's a silent killer, you know, within you, just in you, not even around you, but within you. So that is the way it works, guys. You need to leave your comfort zones so you don't get trapped. So comfort zones, they are what? Silent trap, more like silent killers if you prefer that. So you should actually get used to what? The pain zone. Yeah, you should be a sucker for pain. Yeah. When I use that phrase, sucker for pain, you should get in love with pain. It's more like, a mud seat in Seeker. Yeah. If you have watched Legend of the Seeker, you know what the mud seat does. Yeah. They eat pain like pain is their joy, it's their craft, it's their own creativity, it's what they love. They are trained to be what? Masters of pain. And that is the way this stuff works. And that is how simple life is. Just as hard as life is, it is this simple. If you know these little tricks. So that is the way it is. You should be what? A pain hunter, which is what? You should get used to what? The hard zone, the hard way. Yeah, stop always, craving for an easy life. No, no, no. Life is never easy. can never get easier, but we always get better because growth is constant. As long as you work hard, you will keep growing, which is what my word to you today is what? Work hard, be somebody, become someone, like become something brighter than what we see in a mirror. Like shine, like you should shine more like a crystal cave. Like this is my word to you. I'm pouring out to you, my heart to you right now. So you should do that for yourself. So you should always what? Embrace the struggles of life, embrace the pains of life. And that is, real life, the true reality. That is the truth about life, which most people fail to, agree with. Because what? They are always busy, craving a comfort zone every now and then, thinking about things that are not real and cannot happen. Should they happen, the probability or percentage, of existence or occurrence or of happening in this life is what? 1%. So imagine something with 1% probability. I bet you would be, let's say, should you actually have the grace for that 1% to happen in your life before you go to the grave, maybe when you are, how do I put it? This is funny now. It's switching to comedy, but it's actually funny. Maybe when you get to the age of Methuselah, Methuselah was over 900 years or thereabouts, right? 960 something or thereabouts. I don't really remember right now. So maybe when you get to that particular age, then that's your imaginary success, jams you or gets in your way. So that is funny. So and another thing is this, the brain always tells us the truth. You know, it's more like God is in us and we are in God, stuff like that. Like it's more like God is in us, like it's more like the brain is God. So it always tells us, once you are in a comfort zone, the brain and your brain always tells you, no, you should leave this your comfort zone, you should leave this thing you're doing, it doesn't work. Stop craving, you know, imaginary things, things that does not exist, that can't happen. So you should, actually get real about life and about this stuff. But rather you say no, you keep rejecting that. So it's quite funny. This message is always come to us, each and every one of us. Yeah. Our brain always tells us the truth. So, but most times we fail to tell ourselves the truth and to accept that. Even when the truth comes and we happen to tell ourselves, say, you begin to see the angle you are going to, or those ideas popping up in your head is going to, this is actually true. You fail to accept it. And some people, when some people they accept it, but they fail to put it to action. Yeah, because you know, it's all about what putting these ideas to action. So it's a more of a verbal wisdom. So wisdom is more of wisdom in action. So, but they fail to do that. They have accepted it, but they don't put it to action. Then others, they put this wisdom to action when they get to know that and understand that, but they never maintain the pace, and that is the hardest problem amongst all. And the most bizarre type of and strange type of this group of people, because at the end of the day they are almost at what, the end road, like that the junction, actually, where they get to meet what they want. And what happens, the only thing is just to maintain the pace. They already got the pace, like, yeah, they already know this and they're doing it. It's actually working, they see it is working, but they fail to maintain the pace. So once you leave your comfort zone, guys, you should what maintain the pace at which you never go back. Yeah, and that is the way it works. So that is actually the way it works. It's more like a comfort zones and more like addictions. So it's and uh, if you truly understand the way the human brain works, pure psychology, you would understand the fact that what addicts hardly make it, yeah, out of their addiction, kind of that's their comfort zone. So, alright, it has become their comfort zone. So they now tend to believe that this is who I am, I can't do this. So addicts never make it. That's the way it is, so they hardly do make it. So, but you can, yeah, if you actually, get to know these things, accept them, put them to action, and maintain the pace, like keep maintaining those actions which you put in every single day of your life. So that is that about this particular, you know, euphoria we've had today. So I love you guys. Always remember to do what? To watch my videos, watch my talks, like, comment, and subscribe. Go below this video. You see my channel, my YouTube channel is at reality check hyphen 500, R in capital, C in capital. And you also see my social media handles over there, so you can contact me any day, anytime for anything. I'm a philosopher, media professional, and a web developer. Peace.